Welcome back to Golf IQ. So today we've got the Mizuno STZ and the Mizuno STX. I haven't tried these yet. I'm excited. Another little review.
Have you tried a Mizuno before? Driver?
I must have, but I haven't been that impressed. They've never got into the bag. Now the irons, on the other hand, I've had plenty of Mizuno irons.
I like the head cover first and foremost.
Yeah, the head cover was nice. Sorry, so, you know, we're getting straight back into business here. We're looking at the club itself. So we're going to try the STZ. The reason being is the STX is for what?
STX is draw pass, so for the slicers out there, probably carries a bit more spin. Whereas the one you're going to try is the Z range, STZ, which is the lower spinning model.
Okay, cool. So from the offset, the looks I kind of like. It's not as crazy as the TaylorMade. I like the blue, I like the black. It's got the shiny crown with yeah, I quite like it. I quite like the look of it. It's quite classic looking.
Yeah, you got your carbon sort of gloss finish on the top.
Yep, yep. And I like the selection of, what I would say is I like the selection of shafts they have this year. They've got some quite nice looking shafts.
Yeah, so we've got it in your spec. So
yes.
We've got it extra stiff and it's down at 7.5 degrees.
So probably the biggest thing to highlight, we'll try it out at the end, the biggest thing to highlight right here is that Mizuno have decided to go for a 45-inch length shaft. So you can see here, there's a relative difference there. There's 0.75 inches shorter than their competitors, yeah. Which makes me kind of think, is that a good idea? You know, for me, am I going to lose some speed? Am I going to lose ball speed? Am I going to lose swing speed? I know for a fact it may be straighter. It's more 3-wood length.
Why do you think Mizuno would do that?
They probably go against the grain because obviously, for me, it's more about getting the ball in play. I don't know if they're sort of putting this towards maybe mid-handicappers, and they'll see the dispersions coming a little bit better. Yeah. But for me, as you know, I want to hit it as far as possible. So
you do.
I may not be the best client for this particular driver,
so
but
the shorter shaft length is certainly aimed at finding the middle of the face more often.
Yes.
And hopefully find fairways more.
Yes.
So, but will it be a case that you're going to sacrifice too much in the way of
this is the thing. Yeah, for me, it's very much length versus dispersion, and there is a situation there, you know. So yeah, let's give it a crack. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so here we go. 18th as usual at St Andrews. Is that St Andrews?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played there yet, mate. We should probably use our newfound fame to get ourselves some free tickets.
You don't really do social media, right? But did you see the patio, basically, that they put on the Swilcan Bridge, no?
No.
So as you're walking on to the bridge on the 18th, it's just turfed before you get to the bridge, but they made this circular, I guess, a patio, effectively, before it, and people went nuts. And they came in like a few days later and ripped it all up, put grass back down.
Oh, really?
Because they complained about it. Let's see if we can get over the bridge.
Okay. Okay, so first shot. I'll be working a little fade here, so there we are. We'll see if I can recreate some nice fades.
It's fading, yeah. You're in play.
Not my best, is it? Oh, it is in play. I thought I was going over that lovely little house on the right-hand side there. Goodness me. Wasn't my best, mate. Let's be honest.
But it was faddy.
Yeah. So first thoughts, you know, definitely quite easy to hit because the shortness of the club, it feels more like a 3-wood.
Yeah.
And you can see like the first shot was a bad shot, and that's obviously found the right. I mean, that's straight as an arrow.
Yeah. So certainly the first time I picked it up, I looked at it and thought, that seems a bit shorter than normal.
Yeah.
But it gave me confidence.
Absolutely. That's a better swing. A little bit lower spin rate.
What about the noise?
It sounds nice, actually. It's kind of that kind of muffled, not too tinny sound.
Is that sort of standard carbon dull sort of sound off it?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm finding the sweet spot. My smash factor is actually quite good. It's around 147 to 149, which is very good for me. I can definitely see straight away that my club speed is struggling. This is more 3-wood speed for me. Which obviously has an effect on the actual total distance and the ball speed. So trying to get this as hard as possible out there.
Yeah, it's a great shot there.
I mean, it's, you know, for me, it's a great. Do you remember when TaylorMade did those mini drivers?
Yeah.
That's what this kind of feels to me like.
Okay.
I feel like it's an intermediary. I think if you're a bad driver of the ball, this could be great because it's basically a big-headed 3-wood.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I'm really struggling to get any distance here. I mean, that was a good hit, 280. I think I had one at 290. But they've all hit the fairway. But you know, I'm threatening the
291. Nice.
I'm threatening the sort of 170 ball speed with most other drivers, and this, you know, I'm just getting over that 160 on a good day. So yeah.
One more and get a look at it.
Yeah. Oh, steps on that one. It's as good as I've got.
Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what the numbers look like.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do a bit of a test with you.
Okay.
We're going to hit a series of 5 shots after we look at the figures here.
Yeah.
And we're going to just purely look at strike location.
Okay.
To see after 5 swings, with there being a shorter shaft length,
yeah,
can you hit the middle more often?
Yeah. All right.
Give it a test. So the first thing that we notice here, we've got club head speed, Simon.
Yeah.
What's your normal club head speed?
113, I would say, would be about right.
Right. So we're averaging at 108.
Yeah.
So you've lost speed.
Yeah, quite a significant amount of speed.
As a knock-on effect, you're then going to lose on ball speed. So your average ball speed is 159.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit on the slow side, obviously. But when we look at it, if we go to our carry, so we are 163 carry.
263, yeah.
263, sorry, yeah, 263 carry.
Which is very good. I mean, that's, you know, it's only probably 10 yards less than my normal drives.
And at 286 total.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're finding fairway more often, and we're still carrying it in around the 263 to 265 mark, your best, what, 265? Your longest there was 291.
Yeah.
Like, it's still getting out there pretty good.
And my spin rate's about right. It's 2810, so it's a little higher than usual, but it's okay. It's not crazy high. And then obviously my smash factor is about right, 147. I mean, yeah, this I can see where the market is, and I can see why they have kind of shortened the shaft. I feel like there's a big market who people who can swing fast, but they spray it. And I think this would really work with someone who sprays it, who just needs that extra bit of, you know, dispersion that get a bit closer on the fairways. Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll try that 5 shots and see where we are hitting. And then what I'd like to do as well is do this versus I don't know, whatever we've got in stock that's the normal length, and see the difference in the swing speed.
Yeah, let's do the strike location test.
Okay.
It's time to do our 5-shot challenge then. Now, like we said before, it's 45 inches, okay, which is a significant amount shorter. So you would think it's almost 3-wood length, I would say.
Yeah.
You would think with that, you can't really miss the middle, can you?
No.
That's fine.
Maybe a couple towards the toe, but.
So we'll hit 5 and see the average.
Am I going for these like normal sort of drive?
Absolutely, yeah. Just go at it normal.
Oh, that was a good hit. 160, 161 on that one. 264, 288 yards. Good. I think, you know, if I had this in the bag, I'd get used to it. And there's a way you kind of swing to sort of generate a bit more. Well, for me, it'd be less RPM.
It might be an interesting one to try on the golf course.
Yeah. Like a real safety fairway finder, this would be great to have. $302. Woo! Look at that.
It's a real low spinner there.
I'm starting to get used to this club now, Gareth. This was fresh this morning.
Fresh out of the wrapper?
Fresh out the wrapper. Little spinny. 297. Tell you what, now the more I'm hitting this, Gareth, the more I'm starting to like it.
It's impressive that, like, put it this way, right? You've swung that golf club at 107.
Yeah.
And it's gone 297.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's really getting the most out of the smash factor. You can see my smash factor, the last three have been 148, 149.
Yeah. Now the carry was 262 there. It's gone long because of the spin rate. But
yeah.
It's still impressive. Okay, I think one more, isn't it?
Yep. It does feel great though. That impact, it feels really nice and solid. It's a nice club, I must admit.
Answer this, right? So if you stood over this tee shot on a course environment,
I would feel way more confident. Yeah. I'll go for this one. Oh. 307, 270 carry with a 109 swing speed, which is just unheard of for me. Yeah, lovely.
Let's get a look at the strikes. After our 5 shots, what is that? You are 8 millimeters high and 2 millimeters towards the toe.
On average.
On average. So, like that is slightly high, slightly off the toe is optimum for getting your spin rate to where you want it to be, and it's a little bit of a draw shape on it. So, like, you're going to take that, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
consistent. I mean, you know, I feel like out of 5 shots, I would probably miss hit 1 with a normal driver off the hill, or substantially off the hill, substantially off the toe. And I feel like, yeah, for me that it does help with that. It does definitely helps with my confidence of hitting out the middle.
Okay, so to summarise, I was skeptical.
So was I, weirdly enough.
As you kept hitting shots there, like I think you were getting longer there.
Yeah.
As you hit those shots.
Well, you can see my last shot, I was a 273 carry, 306 finish, and that is as good. Okay, it's 6-7 miles an hour shorter. That's not as fast, but that's as good in terms of figures as I'd get with the big boys and the normal size shafts. So I only feel we have to do a little face off. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's not to be written off. It's that 45 inches, definitely not. So we'll compare it probably against your Stealth 2 there.
The current winner is the Stealth 2.
See how they get on. But no, it's something, certainly, it's a driver that probably most people will not have in their minds as far as trying. And it's definitely worth looking at.
Absolutely.